Hello, tutor and classmates. My name is Yurita Tatiana Huertas Vargas. I am going to talk about my research project. This is teaching process English language learning through didactics for students of 6th grade of the Normal Superior Leonor Álvarez Pinzón School of Tunja. Okay. In the introduction. In this work, we will focus on the lack of interest that can be generated by the lack of attractive teaching methodologies in the class of English. That is to say, in the teaching learning process that are used and in agreed tool that in the 21st century has taken great forces. The research project will consist in three steps. The first step will be the development of the diagnostic stage, where you want to see how attractive the English class is for the students of the Leonor Álvarez Pinzón High School in the city of Tunja, since this is a great factor that affects process of learning positively or negatively. Descriptions of the problem. Educational institutions would through a period where students lose interest in learning and teachers lost interest in teaching style in the interdimensional classes of decades ago, where the teacher transmits knowledge for hours and students take notes. We are the end of certain periods. It is evaluated if the students learning something or not in this period. The general space for interaction where students face class topic through activities that resemble reality so that they indirectly face the learning process as something that will be useful for their lives. Excuse me. The research question is, how can the teaching and learning process of the English language be improved through didactics in the 6th grade and students of the normal school Leonor Álvarez Pinzón of Tunja? Objectives. General objectives. Improve teaching process English language learning through didactics. Specific objects. 1. Identify the topics that are taking place in the English class. Design and apply a series of didactic activities that contribute to the fulfillment of the general objective. 3. Evaluate the process carried out to identify the results of the investigations. Justification. In the digital magazine for teaching in the year 2009, there is a document entitled The Importance of Teaching Resource in the Education, where we find that the use of teaching resource has a dual purpose. On the one hand, improve learning, and on the other, create conditions for teachers and students to interact with a climate where the environment dominates in order to extract the best results for, for their training. We are in a world where technologies are gaining strength, where students are tired of their teachers because they only come to a classroom to transmit knowledge but never concentrated on observing if their students and learning unless if knowledge they accurate they learn for use to solve problems. What I mentioned on the slide helps us the justify why it is important to carry out this research, which seeks to use teaching tools with the sole purpose of improve teaching learning process, where we can say that the use of teaching tools can reduce the distance between the teacher and students, creating comfortable space for both parties, facilitating the objectives of the classes. Theoretical framework. I find several definitions of didactics. I expose some very important below. In the journal ECURED, we find that the teaching learning process is the procedure by which special or generalized knowledge is transmitted on a subject. Its dimension in the phenomenon of academic performance from the factors that determine its behavior. Ably, it is an auxiliary science of pedagogy in that is delegate for its realization in the light of more general education text, and aims to deduce from the psychological knowledge of the process of intellectual formation that methodology. Sevillano, theoretical normative science that intentionally guides the optimizing process of teaching learning in a specific and interactive context, making possible the appreciation of culture. Gerbilla, a science of education that studies everything related to teaching, design of the best conditions, environment, climate, to achieve exceptional learning and the full development of the student. Methodology. Research paradigm. The socio-critical paradigm, according to Arnold, adopts the idea that the theory critics is a social science that is not purely empirical or only interpretative. It is contributes originate from community studies and participated research. Its objective is to promote social transformation, giving answers to specific problems present within the communities, but with the participation of its members. The approach with which one is going to work is critical social because I goes to a carry about students. It will interact with the population that presents the problem, and the objective it is to obtain a positive change. A type of study, Ana Mercedes Colmenares, in her research entitled Research Action, heuristic methodological tool for the understanding and transformation of socio-educational realities and practice. Population. The population will be a group of 50 to 40 family students of the normal school Superior Leonor Alvarez Pinzón of the city of Tunja, belonging to the 6th grade of bachillerato. Instruments. The instruments will be designed class to class, taking into account the topic that is being seen in each class session. These are the references that I had in mind for the project. Thank you.